I'm Pam.
Hi, I'm Paris.
And we are Two Peas in a Pod Cooking. And today we're going to make
a family favorite, mini meatloaves.
mini meatloaves. We love mini meatloaves here at this house because everyone gets their own individual size meatloaf, and it is a lot of fun to cook.
So fun.
It is so fun, isn't it? And everybody loves it. So today we're going to show you how you do meatloaf. You can cook it very, very quickly, make it very quickly. It's a very simple meal with just a few ingredients. And we're going to start by adding 2 different types of meat. As we've tried to tell you in all of our different videos, we try to be a little healthier in this family, so what we do is just kind of ease into the process of adding a little bit more healthier foods into our recipes, and they taste really good. So why don't you tell us what 2 different types of meats we're going to add today, Paris?
We're going to do ground beef and ground turkey.
Ground beef and ground turkey. So you see we have some ground beef, about 2 pounds already in this bowl, and we're going to put in, about 2 pounds of the ground turkey? So try to do a little bit about half and half. Okay? You want to go ahead and start mixing that around. This is one of these great hands-on recipes like we showed you. We just dig right in with our hands and we just kind of crunch it all up and mix it.
So fun just doing it with your hands.
It is fun, isn't it? You love playing in there, don't you? To this, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what we're going to add as Paris mixes all together. It's about to get a little slimy here, but you don't mind that, do you?
No.
Okay, well, as I've always said, Paris is our master egg cracker, so she's going to add, well, I'm going to add to her 2 eggs. There you go.
And when you add the eggs, it's just like playing with Play-Doh.
It is like playing with Play-Doh. Fun. It is a lot of fun, isn't it? And then we're also going to add probably about 3/4 to 1 cup of dry oatmeal, just rolled oats.
Trust me, it sounds gross, but it's really
good. And it just helps keep that meatloaf all together with the eggs and the oatmeal. And then we're going to go ahead and add some pepper. You can just add pepper to your liking. We like a lot of pepper because we like it a little bit spicier. Add a little bit of salt. Well, getting it all over your hands. How's that going in there?
Oh, so fun.
Really, you can add to the meatloaf just about any spices you want. We will go ahead and add a little bit of parsley flakes here. Probably about a tablespoon of parsley.
It's so cold.
It does get really cold, doesn't it? I know. And then we're also going to add about 1/4 of a large white onion. Now, Paris, do you want me to chop the onion since your hands are messy, or do you want to chop some onion?
Yeah, I'll do it with my elbow.
You'll do it with your elbow? I'll tell you what, why don't you wipe your hands over there and I'll put some onions on here. Paris loves to use this chopper, so go ahead and chop some onions there. And I will start mixing this around. You can get really deep and just get right down to the bottom and flip it over. You just want to make sure all those ingredients get mixed together in there. Okay, you hit it real hard on there. Did you get those all chopped up? Okay, put that all in there. You want to chop up some more? Put some of these big pieces out here for you to chop up. You got to hit it really, really hard. Whoops. Okay, try hitting it really hard. Get nice little minced pieces of onion here. And get that all smushed in. We like these hands-on recipes. These are recipes that are really fun that you can do with your kids if you like. They can all, once again, take a part in this. And when the meatloaves come out, you really cannot taste the turkey. If they're really used to ground beef and you sneak in the turkey, they're not going to taste it at all. So it's going to be a great way for you to incorporate a little bit of a healthier meat into your recipes. Okay, you ready to smush that around some more?
Oh,
Both
yeah.
your hands in there, right? Just dig right in. How's that feel?
Oh, so good.
That is good. Okay. Go ahead and wipe my hands here, because then we're going to add a couple more secret ingredients. One is ketchup. Whoop. I just squirted you with ketchup. We're going to go ahead and put in probably about
Now it's going to get slimy.
about 1/4 to 1/2 cup of ketchup to your liking. And then,
So slimy.
it is slimy, isn't it?
gosh,
We're going to
it's
add,
cold.
it's getting cold, we're going to add a little bit of habanero sauce, Tabasco sauce here, just a few shakes, just gives it that little extra kick. Okay, you think that's good enough? How's that coming?
It's coming
It's
good.
good? Okay, good.
Get all that ketchup
We're going to start
off the
making our
side.
little balls with it here in a minute. Yeah, really reach down to the bottom and stir it all up. I'll hold the bowl here for you, and you can dig way down to the bottom in there. Okay, now twist it around. Good job. Now punch it down with your hands. You can see why kids love making this meatloaf recipe, right? Okay.
So good.
Right, now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, I'm going to give it one more turn here. Don't wipe your hands yet, because now we're going to form the balls, right?
Yay.
Now, so this is about 4 pounds of meat, and depending on how large you make the balls going into the muffin tins, you can make anywhere between a dozen and 2 dozen, okay? Just adjust the size of your balls. So we're just going to start forming them. Now we have non-stick, we just use the cupcake pans right here.
Yeah,
the non-stick
instead of
pans.
the big pans, you want mini meatloafs, you use the cupcake pan.
You use the cupcake pans, the individual ones, exactly. You don't need to grease it or anything. So we're going to go ahead, you want to start forming balls like this, just the size of a kind of a snowball or a small baseball. And you just want to drop it right in. These are going to be a little bit bigger ones. Once again, you can make smaller ones if you like. We'll go ahead and just plop them in here. If you get a little too much, you just pinch some out and dump it back in and get another one. Just kind of mold it right into that.
Or if you get too much, you can just mold it into that.
Exactly. Just kind of stuff everything that you can.
Or
in
like
there.
we say, we borrow.
We borrow. That's what we say when we make our friendship bread, right?
Yep.
We say that we borrow. Exactly. This is fun. It is like play with Play-Doh or out in the dirt or mud or something, isn't it?
Yeah. So
Which
fun.
every kid likes to do, right?
Uh-huh.
Right, and we're making kind of big ones here, so I feel we're just going to get about a dozen. I'm going to go on this side so I don't have to keep reaching over you.
Even a kindergarten can mold this.
Even the kindergartner can mold this. You could get the whole family involved, can't you?
Yes.
I think we're going to come out with just about a dozen in this one because we made them a little bit big, which is good. Now, especially since we made them a little bit big, they're going to run off a little bit. So when you cook these, when you bake them, you're going to want to put a cookie sheet underneath this pan because you are going to get some grease drippings in your
We have
oven.
enough for
So,
one more.
well, let's see. We could, you know what we can do? Why don't we borrow a little bit here from each one, and let's make a couple in this one over here. We just won't make them quite as big. How's that?
Yeah.
Perfect. These will be some smaller ones over here. Borrow a little bit from that. That's perfect.
It's
See?
okay.
And now we're going to even have more mini meatloafs. There we
Extra
go.
for the family.
Extra for the family. Because we have a big family. How many people in this family? How many people live here?
All together 9.
9.
7 kids, 2 parents.
I know, but it's fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
We never know what's going on in this house, but it is fun. And we
We'll
love
do that
eating dinner
together.
together every night. That's something that we have always done, and we love that we sit around the table and we eat, even if it's late after everyone's finished their activities, we still sit down as a family, and that is so important. Do you have fun doing that?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes
And-
we play games around the table, we have little quizzes, we talk, right?
And if you borrow, you kind of want to mold them back into circles.
We do. So how do they look? Pretty good?
Pretty good.
Okay, so we have 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 mini meatloafs, okay?
16.
Now we have another part. We need to make the glaze, don't we? Let me just
Yes.
rinse my hands off here. We can make the glaze. Why don't you go rinse your hands off? And we'll start the glaze. We want to put a sweet little topper on these mini meatloafs. And there's 2 different ways you can do it. We start with our base of ketchup. And once again, you want to put about a cup of ketchup. We're running low on ketchup. The kids like to eat ketchup on all kinds of things, don't you?
Even eggs.
Yeah,
I don't. The boys do.
Yeah, I don't particularly like them on eggs, but they
No.
do. So we're going to put about a cup of ketchup in. I think we're just going to make it here.
That's really good.
I know, and we ran out of honey. We love honey, especially fresh local honey, which is really good for you. We ran out of honey, so there's 2 different ways we can do it. Sometimes we do ketchup and honey as a baster, and sometimes we do ketchup and brown sugar, which we're going to do today.
Or sometimes we do all 3.
Right, so that's about a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. And we're just going to mix this around, all right? Mix it around real good, and Paris can start basting these. And it just gives it that nice little sweet flavor on top of the meatloaf.
And if you want, before you even start molding them, you can like get the bottom of them and then put them in and get the top.
So you can get that nice little sweet crust on both sides, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Paris is our baster. She's going to go ahead and really all she's going to do is just paint the tops of all of them. Just slather it right on. Okay.
Kind of molds them.
It does. You got to do it really kind of quickly here, so I'm just going to do a couple and then you can do a few more. Okay, so just take it on and just slather it all, just get it all on there. It's okay if you get it off on the sides, but it browns up really nicely.
It's really good.
It does. And I'll tell you why we eat a lot of fresh honey in this family. I don't know if you know, but when you get honey from your local farmer's market or farm, something like that, you want to try to get the local honey because it's really good, especially for allergies. And it's actually a natural antibiotic, and I make you take, teaspoons of it when you all have sore throats and things like that, don't I? But it works, doesn't it? And the more local you can get your honey, the better it is for you because it has the natural allergens there from the pollen from the bees. So you might want to check out your local farmer's market for that. Okay, you want to do there? And I'm going to get out the cookie sheet. Okay, go ahead and slather a lot on everywhere.
And if you have extra of this, you might want to go back and just check.
Just put some more on each one. Right. Oh, this is going to be delicious. And what we do is we cook this in a 400-degree oven for about 30 to 35 minutes. And you're just going to smell them when they cook. Your whole oven is going to, your kitchen's going to smell really, really good. And we just, there's all kinds of sides you can serve for this. You can serve, we love smashed potatoes. Sometimes we serve rice. If we're feeling kind of, in a fun mood, we'll do French fries or something, right? And it's great to make your own French fries. It's very, very easy to make your own French fries. Sweet potato fries are very, very healthy for you. So if you want to chop up some sweet potatoes and bake them with just a little bit of olive oil, that's also a really good side for these. So how's this looking? I think we have enough basting on it, huh? I think that looks really good. Just gives it that nice sweet glaze. Okay, so what we're going to go ahead and do, we'll put this on the pan here. We'll just put this on the pan because that one's kind of smaller. Once again, we're going to put it in the oven, 400 degrees, for about 30 to 35 minutes. You might want to check them. The smaller they are, the less time you need.
Yeah, so you might want to get the smaller one out before the bigger one.
Right, you might want to get the smaller ones out first.
Because they're just smaller, so they don't need that much heat.
They don't need as much time to cook, do they? Okay, good. Well, I hope that you enjoyed another one of our family favorites. Once again, it's just very, very quick. Everything that we do here is in real time, so you can see how easy it is to put a dinner on for your family. Once again, you can go ahead and make this recipe to the taste of your family, which is really nice. We told you what we put in it, but you can adjust it. We like to experiment, so really sometimes when we make things, they never taste the same twice, do they? But that's the fun of it, right? We just experiment. So you can use the ingredients that we use, or you can experiment a little bit with your family. So we hope that you enjoyed our video today. And as always, we want to say, bon appetit. Bye-bye.